Hello and good morning, gamers. It's currently 3:05 a.m. 5th of April 2024. We are waiting for sahur. So until sahur comes, we're going to play a little bit of reverse. Now playing the. Also, we're just going to try to finish chapter 5. Before then, let's do a little bit of farming.
Finally, some interesting work.
Let the boat.
Try for free. Try for free. Need me to get you guys some answers? What? I can't make the call?
Don't really mind too much about 6, but if we can get him, it's pretty cool. If we don't, then it's alright.
Tossing out one agents have guns. This is no match. No any special kind of wish us. Retreat. What? I can't make the call?
Oh, Max can't.
Child,
Sorry.
something fun for you. Hey. Don't be so hard. The ocean dried and I'm alone again.
Forgot reverse. Even audio is super loud.
Pride goes before the fall. I've been there. You better take it.
Ay. Let's do a little bit of daily because I didn't got the energy, so it's cool.
Look at my back.
Don't be so
fearless. Right, wonderful. Don't blame. Agents have guns. A little trick. Good common sense.
I mean, can we get 6 before 6 before we hit? I sure hope so.
Thank you for your come back to me.
You're waiting.
Thank you for your cooperation.
There's a football match, but what can you do?
Swallow my exhaust.
Probably Laylatul Qadar tonight. Go do your ibadah, people.
Than the Foundation's kids.
Two more.
Don't be so fearless. Don't blame. Right win. Radio waves a little trick. A little trick.
So, chapter 5 recap. We accidentally, Sniper accidentally speak in the hall, the main hall, because she saw Arcana, and apparently we're gonna get into some deep shit.
Please, don't resist. Haven't you either?
Red 38 is about to return.
Something changed. That's cool. I think 6 is super good because dudes got clans. The only one that clan other than dude is fairy maybe, but that quite
These people next door are really noisy. Could you please tell them to quiet down?
one target, mental damage. Get 6 or more Eureka, 6 Eureka to increase mental damage. To target for every 1 tap step down, increase up to 4 times. Plus. Dang. So almost 300% increase, almost 1000%. I mean, that's great. Debuff is mass attack, mental damage, apply 2 random collection or debuff, and target for 2 rounds, gain Eureka +1, Eureka 4 or less. 6 effect, critical defense, reality defense, mental defense, blind, missing fracture. Dang. That's great. On target buff, purify 2 random types, step down, status, fire when I can spend fire, get the grand target and ball completion. Alright, do this. Do it is the mega buffer. Is he like frontier looking? Yeah. Ooh. So S plus is Junyangji 6 and 2 fairy. Dang. Here they are. No leakers. Make sure you +1. Damage dip +8%. Alright. Our PT is at 2, I guess. Oh, 70 is the limit. Yeah, 25 plus 7,000. It seems a lot. So we got 60 plus.
The rate at which
Alright.
you swing the suitcase.
Can we get in early? Come on, let's go. Come 6. This is on it. Oh, resort. Oh, let's click. Click. Yeah, there is 5, 10. What's my star? 20. Beach. Tenant.
Greetings to you, fair lady. May I present you a rose?
Alright. I guess it's the next one. To number 10. No, still missed. Apartment, big press. Mineral necrologist.
Hello, I am the necrologist. I am...
Still not built there. Don't have the time. Alright. 40. Oh, this is difficult, man. Can't get lucky at all. Can... Baby
I
blue.
am. Who am I?
$50. Really gotta be like that, huh? Oh, now we just forced. Bro is a hard bargain. Only we're gonna go to Heart B actually. Ooh.
You're
Bruh.
back. Of course you are.
Hold on. Hey.
Don't be in and out. You're bugging me.
If possible.
Holy click is back. Pretty cool.
Aha! Welcome to Conjira's. Whatever this is.
Cheer, story, makes. Baby blue, 1 for 3, TFN, effect change to. Wait, I got 2. Tea party effect changes to the. Oh. That's fine. What? It's cool. Getting
Good
all
day,
these
my lord.
bonds.
You're too kind,
It's
visiting.
good. Got the pulling stuff. 10 of this max. Dang, that's crazy.
I have to remind you that jump scares are really okay.
Shut nerd. Nerd.
Hello. Welcome to the tombstone.
I had a coffin effect. Right.
You're here.
Eagle. A little eagle. Leaf. Anybody else? Guess not. Alright. We need 30 more. Thing right. Oh, it's not updated. I guess it's artificial to get rewards. Oh yeah, can do this. Oh, install the chapter for a bit.
Who ate beans?
Relax.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Thank you for your cooperation.
Are you irrational numbers?
What kind of number are you?
It could be something there.
Fine.
Intersect and divide. Intersect and divide.
A little trick. Gee,
Stop.
That
No
hurts.
worries.
It could be found.
wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Breathe.
There's still more.
Time to check my calculation.
A little trick.
Why are these things so tough? That's great.
Gee,
The final demonstration.
Relax.
Welcome to the world of numbers.
right wing.
Actually pushing me is quite upsetting. Was it so bad?
Whatever. Сколько побед!
We need some peaceful moments.
It could be found.
Swallow my exhaust!
Thank you. Or not.
Haven't you eaten?
Lowest rational number.
Wanna watch the time?
Given that.
Don't blink!
You don't
Don't blink!
Uh-huh.
Wait, there's one more? No, when?
Wanna watch the air?
This
No
one,
worries.
this
could be
one,
found.
this
Fine.
one.
Please, don't resist.
Time to check my calculation.
Don't blink!
Relax.
Here,
Wanna watch the
Here.
aerial stunts? Fine.
Thank you for your
dun,
cooperation.
dun, dun.
Don't blink! Oh oh!
Oh, damn it.
No worries.
Wanna watch the aerial stunt? Fine.
I wanted to overkill
Please,
if this is
don't
enough.
resist. They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
And I can't believe Mr. Six does this. Can't just do that once. How could he not come in after 60 pulls? That's crazy.
Hello there.
Here's 70% HP.
Who's hard to find so loud? What's your race? Oh?
Stage, everybody get
I
points
tripled
on.
the ingredients this time.
Okay,
Be
here we
serious.
go.
I hear something. Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh, the poison is insane.
Whose heart is beating so loud? What's that? Just like in the training. Don't be so serious. The ingredient store owner said it was very effective. Oh, please believe me.
Oh,
I
sure.
have prepared it all.
So to be cured again.
Prepared it all.
Oh, cured. Holy, that hurts. It's insane how much it hurts. Damn, I don't hear some sound. Must be my imagination. Where it came from?
What's this? What's that? What's your race? Ah, it seems
Liverpool is still leading 1-0 and Chelsea is already leading 1-0. Conor Gallagher with a goal.
bodyguards! Where are the bodyguards?
Insane how much it hurts.
Here's some what's this? I know what this is. Don't be so serious. The ingredient store owner said it was very effective. Please believe me. This is the gift. Well prepared for you.
And one more pop guy should be done with this.
We should listen to what people say. Complaints about whose heart is beating so loud. Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
There's our little corn
I've
beef.
already said that Sotheby doesn't need a bodyguard.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 62. I guess we should do a single pool actually. Nah, no pussy, no pussy. Oh yes, the orange tint. Oof, just single. Yeah.
An unexpected encounter.
Oh shit, losing
A
50.
room, a frame, and an old TV. I need some time to figure out the situation here. Approximately 12 minutes and 31 seconds.
Oh, so pushing to hard P and then losing. Actually insane.
2, 3, 5, 7. You are that's everything in here and out there always leads to pure.
Bro, am I 6? I mean, we don't need 6, but that's a rough pull. Well, I got lucky in my. I got lucky on my. My star rail pool, I guess. Let's see. Should I keep pity or no? 1.5, we have Ezra Theodore. Getian. Spatodia. Wait, Getian is 1.6, so Ezra Theodore and Spatodia. 0.5 also Desert Flannel, not so very good. And Ulu, also not very good. Well, I guess the way to go is just we'll roll when we get if I get enough 10, I'll just build pity. If we get 6, we get 6. It is what it is. So let's go to the story and check first. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Well, no 6 for us apparently. We're at chapter 10. Pirates. Let's go. It's reading time.
Can somebody tell me
Hey, Captain.
why I constantly get locked up ever since I've known Vertin?
Quite the mystery now. In an unexpected corner, rocking pirate is deep in thought.
First locked up in a suitcase, then a foundation cell, now this! Oh, what else could it be if Vertin weren't the jinx?
I mean, evidence would suggest.
Lads! I know what's going on! You got the wrong person! She is the most irrational number here!
Dungeon gate remains tightly locked. Wood made of it won't understand her words.
I'm knocked. What does it say here? Freedom will be granted once the proof is completed.
Proof of what?
That's to say, I have to prove myself not an irrational number to get out of here.
Makes sense.
Which is exactly what I've been trying to do, isn't it? Rat.
Brat. Wish, innit? The face smashes against the wooden gate.
Ugh.
Ouch. He drops to the ground because of the pain.
Captain, maybe you're in the wrong direction. This apple presumes that the followers on this island have a close connection with Pythagoreanism.
Pythagoras? That ancient Greek mathematician? The guy who said something about the opposite side of a right triangle?
The triangle guy.
Isn't he the guy who lives in sometime BC?
Maths is only a part of the Pythagoreans' achievement, but from a more universal perspective, they are a mysterious group of scholars.
Very mystery.
Believing things are made up of numbers, venerating integer numbers, abstaining from beans, and the religious collective lifestyle. These are all pointing to Pythagoreanism.
I see.
The earliest Pythagorean school perished because of the discovery of irrational numbers, which explains their odium of it.
Touché.
At that time, a deviant student named Hippasus discovered root 2, and the theories based on the ratio of integers they hold dear were upended. Hippasus himself was drowned in the sea.
That's a bit harsh for just math.
This apple assumes they see the integers as the standard of virtue, and people can increase the number they rank through study and self-improvement.
Dang.
Besides, they are convinced that a numerical code is hidden in everything and everyone. Whoever can solve the code can obtain the truth of the world.
That's a hard thing to do.
Alright, now I know what's going on.
Regulus immediately gets off the ground.
This pirate has had enough of this moral standard, which is obviously prudish, backward, and lacks humanitarian spirit.
True.
I'm going to tackle the root cause of this misfortune.
Which is pirate, the believer in liberty, walks in circle in front of the gate and suddenly starts to pull the loosened strips on the door.
I'm breaking out!
Why am I not surprised? The captain quickly gives the sufficient and prerequisite condition to prove herself an irrational number.
Immediately, no
This
hesitation.
apple may be able to offer some help.
As soon as Apple puts his hand on the wall, he feels a violent shake come through.
What's happening? An earthquake?
Song of birds and bees echoes into the sound. Chief mate Apple fills out the gaps of the guest room, making a thorough inspection.
All Abraxases are flying in the same direction. Is this their habit, or...
Someone breaks the rule.
The roof is about to collapse.
Persona 4 flashback. Your mom collapsed.
So far, this place has made the London Juvenile Detention Centre a heaven on earth.
You don't say. It's just a cave. Fortunately, scatter rocks are not enough to fill the spacious sweat. The spacious guest room. Regulus pulls the set together, resume her prison break once. Perhaps the collapse made the cell drafty. Cold, gloomy fog descends to the room. The wooded gate, however, stands still.
Oh,
Is there a piece of paper?
Hey,
Did one of the Abraxases drop this? Strange.
no way.
The unsolvable puzzle. Is this a math problem? 0.4, 0.7,
Holy puzzle.
1, 1.6, 2.8, 5.2, 10, and 19.6. 8 numbers in total are listed in this order.
It would seem so.
There are 8 symbols below, respectively representing the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus.
Uranus.
Maybe it is a hint that we should fill the symbols in the blank box after the numbers. That sign says to complete the proof. Does it mean to solve this puzzle?
Let's go.
Ha! How unsolvable can it be? Clearly, each of these 8 numbers should represent one planet. We can easily find the missing planet by trying them one by one. And our Mr. Apple here is the king of the Times crossword. Yes?
Easy.
I think there is a difference between this and a crossword.
I mean, 100%, but yeah. Mellow Red Foot rubbed his chin, contemplating the crossword.
In this apple's humble opinion, the ratio of certain numbers should match this number sequence, such as the radius, volume, or rotation period.
Uh-huh. What about this?
Wouldn't the sun be absurdly large if these numbers stand for their sizes?
Oh, so not sizes. Tiny could interrupt regular thought. Small rustling figure, get an airfield. No.
Hey! The underground critters are back! Go away! Don't touch my notes! It's not your food!
No, Oh, we find. What the hell are we finding? We need to use this, like.
Standing by you, like an ally.
Anyway, bringing Mr. Clicky Click Click.
We got a new job!
Oh,
Finally, some interesting work. Whose
Eva.
heart is beating so loud?
oui? No. Oui? No.
Oh, it's got something. Need a better angle.
Oh?
What an amazing memory. The satisfaction negative.
Well, it's sad damage.
My camera.
Can you do though? No blind.
Public composition. Public composition. Got it how many times? My camera.
I hear something.
Drop the
Close
bomb.
No.
Whether we are healing or not.
Don't be
Should
so
be enough.
serious.
A historic moment for commemoration.
Kachak.
Breathe.
It's not enough. Like its resonance and level is just way too low.
Whose heart is beating so
Public
loud?
composition.
Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere.
And then we have a second way of this. Cheap. Overpowered fairy show them what's up. Oh,
It will all be fine.
Need a better
I
angle.
hear something.
Got it in the right time.
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Holy, she can burst it
We
up.
should listen to
Public
I hear
composition.
something.
Let's go.
Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully. Radio waves are everywhere.
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 Oh my god, dude, hit harder, please.
No.
Whose heart
More
is
money
beating so
is
loud?
here.
Please, don't resist.
Click.
Namaste.
Click is not very strong.
Hold on, please, Captain. Seems like the critters are trying to tell us something.
Let's go.
They are pointing at the sign of the sun.
Uh-huh.
Is that so? Even the critters on this island know math. The sun. What if the sun is just here to serve as a reference point?
I see.
I read an IAU's report in the Times 2 years ago. You know, the International Astronomical Union.
Dang. Seems
Earth's average
complicated.
distance to the sun is approximately 93 million miles. As for Mercury, the average distance is 36 million, and Venus 67 billion miles. Let's say if we take the distance between Earth and the Sun as one astronomical unit, then the distance between the Sun and Mercury would be approximately 0.4 units, and Venus 0.7 units.
Hey, how you know this?
There you go.
How you
These
even
numbers are the
remember this?
ratio of their average distance to the Sun to the Earth-Sun distance.
That's where the flash of genius she feels in the first three celestial bodies. Once cloudy noise comes back, precise clarity, everything both logical and
The average distance from Mars to the Sun is about 142 million miles. Jupiter about 484 million miles. Saturn 886 million miles, and Uranus 1.786 billion miles.
classic.
By rough calculation, and if we round the results to one decimal place, Mars would be 1.6 unit, Jupiter 5.2 unit, Saturn 10 unit, and Uranus 19.6 unit. That's weird. All these numbers one can hardly remember have become so clear in my mind.
But if
So
these
it was
numbers stand for the
some
ratio of
arcane
distance,
stuff.
what's the planet for 2.8? There's no planet between Mars and Jupiter.
If the Sun is the reference, we will have one planet missing here. Is it really a puzzle unsolvable?
Who knows?
Aha! Nothing is unsolvable. You are looking at the solution. There must be one planet out there, unknown to us as of yet, located between Mars and Jupiter.
Mars and Jupiter, huh? What? Massive vibration shakes beneath the ground.
What now?
Second shaking, why? Oof, regular cutscene. I mean, new CG, not cutscene. Still cutscene. They're wrong. Suddenly appearing, a planet emerged from the darkness. What does this mean? It rises in the air with little warning, shedding a cool gray light. This damn and dark cave. It's bright, gigantic, and noticeable.
What is this? A celestial body, which I have never seen before.
Captain, this apple has an impression on this. There is indeed a star between Mars and Jupiter. It is called the Ceres, discovered
Ooh.
by Piazzi Giuseppe, an Italian
Ceres.
priest in 1801.
Ceres. Did we just validate its existence? Is the universe truly arranged according to this sequence? Could this be the ultimate key of everything?
Regulus.
Puzzle solved.
Regulus.
What? Hallucination? Why is Wiggly shaking her arm?
What are you doing? Good food poisoning after accidentally eating one of those critters?
Odd. My head hurts. What was that?
All the stars have disappeared, now they are only cold walls and damp air. Oh, and Lilia, who is looking grave.
I'll make it short. Stanetta is in detention. They're planning to sentence her to death by giving her the poisoned wine.
Oof.
They what?
Ooh, that's crazy. What a chapter. We start with regular shenanigans and... Ugh.
As you can see, This school on the island lives in a box made by the truth. Even if they have a donut in their hands when they are hungry, they still see a topological space. Like the cute ring attached to an initiation toy. It's not food anyways.
That's weird.
But if you give them a puzzle, they will enjoy it like the best Kaiserschmarrn.
Why even is
My apologies.
Kaiserschmarrn?
I was not talking about the one you are holding.
Doesn't taste good.
No. With all due respect, that thing in your hand is pretty old. The mold on it seems to come from the 18th century, judging from the smell. I'm sure you know it will make you sick if eaten. But we have to admit, it is not just ordinary mold.
Blue cheese mold. Now that's
It reminds us of the story in which, once, a merchant's son looked up at the night sky and found the answer to the stars for us.
Oh, can't space bar then.
The young man firmly believed that the movement of the stars and the sun follows certain laws. Just like how the delicate gears in a watch work together.
Dude, smart.
And his point was even proven correct by Zeus's grandfather.
What?
When another gentleman observed the sky through the reflecting telescope he took great pains to make, a celestial body was exactly there.
Ask please.
What was it called? 19.6. The 8th number in the sequence, the 7th planet in the solar system, and the legendary god of the sky.
Very big.
If the world was not created by God, are there any theories we can use to explain such a beautiful law? Yes.
Who knows?
The one that says it never actually exists. Anyone can see the breach in this number sequence. That is the planet, which is supposed to be the 5th number in the sequence.
Is it too small?
I mean, how come we have never seen it before, if it does exist? Either God is wrong, or we've been blind all this time.
Probably blind.
Yes, such a planet definitely exists, and as expected, it was discovered in the end. Yes, that's the Ceres. It only took that great mathematician an hour to find its orbit through calculation.
Okay.
Oh, what great astronomy. What great mathematics. What great creation.
Sounds different.
It was a beautiful dream, but it was still ended, eventually, by another discovery. The 8th planet. Not the Ceres, nor the Uranus, but a new planet.
New.
People found it through more precise astronomical data and calculation, proving that the number sequence found by the merchant's son was only a myth.
That's sad.
Now we are clear of what we've been talking about. It's an unsolvable puzzle. It makes no sense from the very beginning. We found the Ceres because it happened to be there. It is real, and no one can deny its existence. In other words, we can perfectly prove the rationality of mathematics because we invented it. It's been a good dream, I suppose.
Perhaps.
Now, imagine that you are walking alone in the darkest valley ever, trying to drag your fragile body upward as much as possible before it is worn out. Hoarse cries squeeze their way out of your mouth to ask for a response from the gods. Suddenly, an afflatus dawns on you. The next moment, a miracle happens. You are already at the top of the mountain, witnessing the rise of a huge celestial body from the skyline.
That's a miracle, lady.
Even if it's only in your imagination, you have just witnessed the dawn of the creation, and the shock is real.
The ruler said. Just start. What is even happening now?
An old admonition is engraved here.
Let no one ignorant of geometry or the irrational numbers enter. 37 told me you are the integers. She's the genius kissed by the god of truth. She can see our numbers and has never made a mistake. But I don't understand. Why would you break the silence at the meeting?
Well, unfortunately.
I apologize, Miss Sophia. I won't defend our behavior.
You may save that apology for later. If you can persuade more than half of the people to vote for your friend's commutation, perhaps she won't be sentenced to death. I have gathered some case files from the past. I hope it will be of some help.
Thanks, Sophia. That's very cool. Scroll is lined with golden trim. Even without knowing what it contains, it is a significant gift.
These files are... Won't you be in trouble for helping us?
I have my own reasons.
Oh. Lord, Sophia closes an eye, calling the ancient wisdom.
Integers are the living example of virtues, the standard of purification. It represents a soul existing in the world of forms, a true being. It is the floating points behind the decimal which dent the process of our overall purification. The evil. The ones who violate rules knowingly. The ones who turn a positive number into negatives. And a civil person, a criminal.
Dang. Rector has no number sign.
If integers like you would lose your life over some unintentional mistakes, wouldn't it be a great shame?
Indeed.
Besides, I can't stand the idea of you being killed in front of me.
Oh, why?
Not rigorous.
37 suddenly shows up behind Sophia like an apparition. Her friend is quietly startled. She speaks no word, moving a little away.
For one thing, we still don't know Vertin and Sonetto's numbers. For another, the fact that every crow we've seen is black doesn't necessarily entail that the next crow will also be black. Even if every virtuous person we met has been an integer, we can't be certain that the next one will still be an integer. Same case for irrational numbers.
Oh, good point.
You're right, 37. But people always tend to believe that virtuous people are integers. That is what we call belief.
Correct. But not entirely correct. Everyone can make mistakes. Numbers are just numbers. They are not associated with virtues.
Unlike me, you're always right, 37.
I don't know what differs us.
A lot of things. Sophia sighs and shifts her gaze.
Will you be at the assembly?
Yes.
Then I will leave them with you. I'm not qualified to set foot in the Hall of Truth.
I know.
I have done poorly in receiving the guests. I will ask 6 for my punishment after the assembly.
Huh?
Oh.
So
indeed.
you are not coming back to my laboratory? Neither will you help me review the calculation results or sort out the books?
The scripture shall not be challenged. What's more, any students here can help you in the laboratory. It doesn't have to be me.
But she wants it to be you. As you went disappointed, she lowers her head and kicks away a tiny piece of rock.
Had I known, I would have let someone else welcome Vertin and her friends. Like 210. He loves to brag to young ladies so much that he would take the punishment willingly, right?
What did
You were that someone else who was assigned to receive them in the first place. If I hadn't stopped you in time, how much longer would Regulus's head have stayed in your mouth?
The bite of 37.
Not to mention what happened last time. And the time before that.
But the fact that I have messed up all the receptions before doesn't mean I may excel in the next one. The chances of messing up the first reception and the 100th reception are the same.
Whatever you say,
50-50.
little sophist.
Not taking any shit. She puts down the file and leaves in her. Sage 37. She's a nice person.
Everyone says so. But compliments won't help her find her number.
That's true. 37 drops her head, but soon her face is lit with an excited smile again, like a child who has found a piece of candy.
So, Vertin, are you ready for the debate? Does that mean you will help us? Of course. I don't want to miss the chance. What chance? The chance to see your numbers. There's no greater knowledge than the knowledge of oneself. And there's no more exciting truth than the truth of oneself. I can quickly tell which types of numbers you are, but it requires proof to know the exact number of your soul. I want to know the answer before you see your own numbers. So it's 37 who proves it, not Vertin. I'd be glad to give this chance to you.
37 turns down the corner of the lips, content.
That's boring. Let's go, Vertin. The assembly's about to start.
Complicated stuff, indeed. Root of a bird. Okay, we are at... Ooh, Liverpool is 1-1 with Sheffield United. Chelsea is 2-2 Manchester United before halftime. Damn. Chelsea really threw 2-0 lead. Next up, part 12, Root of in pairs and dozen, the Byron believers into the win. 20 and the defendant are also seated. You alright?
Don't worry, Timekeeper. I'll defend myself.
She looks pale, but she's gazing steadily at the front.
Back in the Foundation, I once won a public debate of a similar nature. This is my duty. I won't let it get in the way of the team's investigation. Sonetto.
Good luck, Sonetto. Sonetto lowers her head silent and sets off resolutely to the center of the hall. The scene is all too familiar. Inside the hall, a judge sits in authority.
By our tradition, Miss Sonetto will be given the poisoned wine, so she will be muted and stay that way forever.
Lang.
However, Sophia raised her objection against the decision. After giving the matter some discreet thought, I have decided it is necessary to hold an assembly and take care of it democratically. Those of you who agree to the death sentence may remain seated. Those of you who wish to commute Miss Sonetto's punishment, please put your pebble into the pot in the middle of the hall. Now, Miss Sonetto, Miss Vertin, you may defend yourselves until the sand in this hourglass falls to the bottom.
Time gated. Truly, this is a formidable war. Relax and take it. Do as a training taught you.
I am Sonetto from St. Pavlov Foundation. I wish all the honorable audiences here would lend me their ears to hear my defense as a humanitarian gesture.
What number are you?
Short question is thrown at them for the auditorium.
Defendant, the court requires an answer. What is your number?
What? Me? No, I don't have a number.
Don't waste our time. People without a number cannot stand in the Hall of Truth. All her words are void. Sentence her to death now.
That's rough. Proud mumble is approval. Judge knocks at the stone bell.
42's argument is valid. Defenders, what do you wish to contend?
What? It's valid?
Sonetto's face has gone pale, but she has prepared formal justice, procedural justice, or trains yet simply has no effect here. This is a new territory.
Objection!
Petite figure stands up from the auditorium.
According to the record, the last time we inflicted severe punishment was in 1980 to a visitor who ate beans. He ate a carbuncle that feeds on beans. then he was sentenced to death according to the set theory. In our scripture, eating beans is the most evil sin, which undoubtedly fits the most severe punishment. But if we are now executing people for breaking the silence at the assembly, how would it reflect our attitude towards the consumption of beans? Has the latter become less sinful?
Dang. What a point.
I suggest Sonetto's punishment to be commuted.
Crowd start to clamor.
A good argument.
37's argument is deemed valid. The debate will continue.
Bishop sits down, feeling satisfied. Then the tall man languidly stands up.
Objection. The punishment for eating beans is to throw the offenders into the Gorgon current, while the punishment for the silence breaker is to drink poisoned wine. Among all the punishments we have, there's no other punishment more dreadful than being thrown into the Gorgon current. Because eternity and infinity are the two things we have the least knowledge of, which makes them the most ghastly punishments among all.
But still death,
Giving
no?
her the poisoned wine doesn't make the consumption of beans less sinful. Her argument is invalid.
The objection comes quicker than a knock on a stone bell.
Objection! Both of the crimes would fall into the same category if we are taking the punishment as a frame of reference, which is death.
Objection. The two crimes in question are not commensurable, which makes your comparison invalid.
The debate is heating up. Crowd is becoming restless. More and more pebbles are thrown into the pot.
What's this? I'm completely lost in this irrational debate. I see. So that's how it works. Timekeeper, relax. I will help you.
Calm down, raise your right hand. This is just a debate. It's not about reality. It's not about justice. It's not about reason. It's about winning.
I object.
That's great. Oh, we actually fighting.
Finally, some interesting words. I'd like to start by quoting 42's first argument. People without a number cannot stand in the Hall of Truth. In that case, it's not possible for Sonetto to commit a crime in the Hall of Truth. Because she can't even be in the hall.
What?
What?
Good point, Vertin. This is our chance to out-argue them. Whose heart is beach?
What indeed?
Don't be so furious. Agents have guns.
Bang.
It's called common sense. Retreat! What? I can't make the call? Whose heart is beating so loud?
Okay, it's not enough. Damn.
I hear something. Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere.
These are merely clumsy sophisms. We've all seen her break the maxim.
Objection! What you see cannot be submitted to the court as a transcendental fact.
Oof.
It's nothing but the fragments of the phenomenal world which can't be used in your argument.
Objection sustained. Please, ladies and gentlemen, keep the debate logically consistent.
That works. God dang.
Since Sonetto has no number, and a person without a number does not exist before the truth, Sonetto thus didn't offend your truth. She didn't break any rules.
What is this? Am I stupid?
We should listen to what people say. Whose heart is beating so loud? Secrets always hide in careless ways.
I sure feel stupid listening to that.
Objection! The rule breaker has a number. We can all tell that she is very likely an integer. Therefore, she should be identified as an unknown number, not void. Your sophism has failed.
42's argument is held valid. Is there anything else you'd like to add, defendant?
Oh.
Tell
you a secret, 13? We would call criminals negative numbers.
I got it!
One thing.
For whose heart is the agent
She's a
allowed?
smart cookie, isn't she?
Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Retreat! What? Shh. I hear something. For tomorrow. Radio waves are everywhere. Talking out calms people down. Everywhere. Retreat!
We're winning this debate, baby. Let's go.
I hear something.
Bang.
It is easy to prove Sonetto's innocence.
Easy.
According to the law of the excluded middle, Sonetto either committed a sin or committed no sin. The two statements cannot be both false at the same time.
Committed a sin or committed no sin?
Since we consider a criminal as a negative number and a non-criminal as a positive number, Sonetto at present is considered an unknown number. That means she doesn't belong to the criminal set or the non-criminal set. She did not commit a sin and did not commit no sin. It's a paradox. I hereby demand to modify the criminal sentence that has been given to Sonetto.
I use too many films. But it is worthwhile.
What am I hearing?
The law of excluded middle. A good sophism. Good for you to create a paradox from one sentence of my argument.
Oh.
But pitifully, you've made a fatal mistake.
Possibly.
You've taken my argument as the basis of your defense. I said people without a number should be expelled from the Hall of Truth. You don't have a number either, Miss Outsider. Based on my argument, which has also been approved by you, I argue that all your arguments are invalid.
I see.
There's no time left.
13 has a number. I saw it.
What? 37, do you know what you're saying?
Yeah. I read her number just now. 13's number is 0.
Oh. Indeed. The fool. Man. That feels tense. I mean, it doesn't make sense almost all the time, but splendid debate between them. Yeah.
Who ate beans? It could be even that. Intersect and divide. Form is a bubble. Rational. It could be found given that. Are you irrational numbers?
Was enough. I would have one
The
count.
final that it could be found. Welcome to the world of numbers.
Numeralception.
Intersect and divide. Given that, a perfect argument. Intersect and divide.
Nope.
Rational. Given that, it could be found. Intersect and divide.
Right, got him. Oh, let's hear the yapping.
Come closer. That's right.
Aye.
Take a few more steps and immerse yourself in the shadow, including that hat. You don't want those good ears to hear this private conversation. That pad of paper from the miss, yes, the one wielding the ruler, is quite valuable. I can tell it is of a certain age and records quite a lot of anecdotes.
What does that
One
mean?
visitor to the island took out a baguette from his luggage. To share it with others, he made an attempt to parcel it off. Another visitor fell to the ground and happened to sit on a quart measure and break it. You can learn the punishments for them from the paper. The former was thrown into the sea, while the latter into the further sea. Only God knows how this wine-dark sea holds so many visitors.
They can also resort to debate.
Oh, the debate! That's really a pain in the neck for that logical, pragmatic assistant of yours, isn't it? People always tend to mark what they can't figure out as arcanists' doings, as if things would make sense once they do so.
Touche.
But it won't change the fact that the debate is only a game involving sophistry, improvisation, and straw man fallacy.
Yeah.
So what makes it superior to beans? If the form is what they are really after. Anyways, whoever fools the others first will win the game. No arcanum at all.
Yep.
And that argument of hers is the best attraction for the audience. A special number. A 0.
One read in positive and negative numbers, huh?
You are neither positive nor negative, which means you don't belong to either side. Now, imagine one side as an orderly line and the other as those wandering around.
Doesn't belong.
The wanderers can smell the abnormality in you, and of course, no one in that line sees you as one of them. In a restaurant, fruits are served without the seeds, but in a farm, the seeds are retained for the next harvest. Is there any value in the seeds? It depends on what you see when you look at them. The moment you realize that, you have come to the crossroad of fate. Now, back to the number we just talked about. Oh my! It's the prediction of your whole life.
No way.
Can you believe that? You owe that spirited little genius a thank you. By the way, what do you see in her number?
A clever trick.
Yes, of course. 37 is larger than 0, but it's not so stable as 0. These prime numbers, they are just hard to divide because they have very few things in common with others. That's why she's always so energetic, highly and solely focused on what she takes an interest in. She has nothing like the characteristics of the ones you know in the Gray and White House. Those people are proud of themselves for having kind-hearted factors around them. As their teaching goes, it's always dangerous to be unique. But some look up at her again and again, exactly because they can sense the danger in her. You are also a good example. You've been looking up, haven't you?
Just the right. But in the number 0. Anyway, I'm gonna go cook rice. One moment. Hello, I'm back. I think I'm just gonna do 2 more chapters and call it a day, because almost time for sahur. And speed reading won't do us any good. Leo part 14, I can do 6 backstory reading. It's an outbreak of muttering among the white wolves when the solemn judge stands up.
37. You just said Vertin's number is 0. Do you know what it means?
Very clearly.
Would you be able to submit proof to a Peyron?
No problem.
Half of you in this hall have put in the pebbles. If 37's argument is found to be true, every argument Vertin has spoken in Sonetto's defense will be deemed valid. Sonetto will be exempt from the punishment. I will announce the result once 37's proof has been validated by a Peyron. Thank you for your time.
One after another, the foreign follower leave home. All 2 return to tranquility. Lucky break. Saito slowly sits on the floor and lackluster man.
Sonetto!
Timekeeper, I'm so sorry. I tried my best, but still I couldn't understand the debate.
Don't worry about it, Saito. It's something.
Failed again.
Her face becomes normally pink and her breathing becomes fast and shallow. Think about failing, guys. As long as you're not dead, you can still move forward. Keep moving, Sonetto.
What happened to her? Come here, little girl. We need to move her outside.
I'll do this objective.
Lie her down on the ground and wipe her palm and feet with dew and peppermint oil. That would be okay.
Her physical signs are becoming more and more stable.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The distinguished number 0.
Man shrugs his shoulders.
I'm kidding. I'm 210. Well, instead of the number, I prefer people call me the rhetorician.
I've heard your preachment. Pretty demagogic.
Man nods, looking at me.
That's how logic works. With logic, I can prove that you'd cease to exist in the next moment, or that there are no other people in this world except me. Achilles can never outrun a tortoise, and a flying arrow is forever motionless. This debate is nothing but meaningless wordplay.
True.
That pacifist let you off this time. 6. A perfect number indeed. For he knows the benefit of reconciliation. Who wants to have blood on their hands and be devoured by the cycle of hatred? Yet it's a torture for any intelligent mind to hear such an immature debate. Can you feel the suffering of our leader now?
I'm sorry.
What can you do? Gonna try and give it a triumph.
No apology needed, Miss Outsider. I also feel sorry for your pain, given that 37 has revealed your number.
What do you mean?
37. Our evil little genius. The most cunning star of Hermes. She's been having fun revealing others' numbers for a long time.
What?
Our numbers are our essence. And it's also the most important proof we get once in our lifetime. But she enjoys taking that opportunity away from you. Just because her talent allows her to do so.
See, but if you don't care, because it don't mean
She
much.
did that to her friend, too. She found out Sophia's number. But without casting an eye on that paper with her number on it, Sophia threw it into the sea.
Oof.
Sophia is Sophos. But you... I pity you.
Well, I don't think Vertin
It
cares.
doesn't seem like trouble to me.
Alas, poor little Vertin. You still don't understand. The number of our souls suggests our fate. It might be changed through algorithms temporarily, swirling, shifting, or transforming alongside other changes occurring on the coordinate axis. But in the end, we can only be ourselves. 1 is thought. 2 is opinion. 3 is wisdom. 4 is strength. 5, enthusiasm. 6, harmony. 7, order. 8, philanthropy. 9 is restraint, while 10 is completion.
What does he mean by
0,
this?
however, is in the middle of the axis. the origin of the frame of reference. It's neither positive nor negative, neither prime nor composite. Things are ever changing, but you stay the same. Your loneliness also lasts forever.
Perfect.
This is your fate. Being exposed in full view of the crowd, yet you know nothing about it. 37 was acting on impulse. Yet she opened Pandora's box. She leisurely reveals your fate. That carefree behavior makes no difference to picking up a shell on a beach. How could I not pity you?
Man waves his hand and walk away. Very still, only the sound of waves comes from afar.
Miss Verton.
Leader stands in the dark.
37's proof has passed the review. Your friend will now be exempt from the punishment for violating the rules. However, she has to take some catch-up lessons on the scripture.
Very guess.
Please, meet me at the hall tomorrow at noon. I would have words with you.
Oh. One situation avoided. Let's go. Our last chapter of the day, because it's 4:30 AM. Chain of Peace. What's this? Yo, Sonato code. How many chapters are there in? Let's see, the record is done. What's this feeling? 20. Hard mode. Yeah, I should be able to finish in the next one. I'll do it on my own. This is always on our own. Just the 3 doors. Not sure. Oh, one more chapter to go for today. If I had 1 more hour, it could be done. But alas, in this life there are 3 kinds of men. There were 3 sort of people who come to Olympic game. Lowest class is made up those who come to buy and sell. Shade. There's a wall those who come to look on. Verification, therefore sign is meant to say that through the sober is more efficiently released something. Is that not gonna be?
Before this negotiation begins, I wish to tell an allegory to the 2 of you.
You know, those who come to buy and sell, next to them are compete.
A group of people were imprisoned in a cave.
Okay.
Behind them, there was a fire. Before them was a tall, solid wall. Their legs and necks were chained and fixed, so they were constrained to look nowhere but to gaze at the wall in front of them.
Seems like it.
When they dropped their eyes, they saw their own body. When they looked up, the flickering light of the fire fell over them, and they only saw the shadows of what was passing behind them.
Oh, shadow manipulation, okay.
No one had lived 1 day outside the cave. The shadows cast on the wall all there was to be perceived as reality. They had no knowledge of the real world. One day, one of them escaped from the cave, walked into the light, and saw the true world with his own eyes for the first time. Everything he saw or felt in the cave was nothing more than a mere shadow of the object's true form.
Perception. Yeah, seems obvious. So once you taste freedom, you can never go back?
Our world is a poor one, Miss Verton. The phenomenal world is the cave in this allegory, where we are surrounded by shadows or some humble fractions of the truth. It is ugly, frivolous, filthy, perishable, subject to decay, and filled with hollow desires and meaningless struggles.
Damn.
Only the wise can walk out of that cave and see the world as it truly is. In that eternal, transcendent world, everything is in its most perfect form. I pray that you, Miss Vertin, the representative of St. Pavlov Foundation, and you, Miss Arcana, her counterpart of Manus Vindicte, would pay heed to my words.
Oh dang, we're just meeting them.
Everything you've been fighting each other for means no more than some fragments of phenomena to us. There's only one thing worth doing. That is, to seek higher wisdom, develop one's virtue, and achieve greatness in life. We have never set foot on the soil dampened by the storm, nor have we ever been involved in the disputes brought by the torrents of time. I beg you, do not take your conflict in the phenomenal world into the realm of truth.
For certain. It was never my intention to sully the sanctuary of truth.
Then, to prevent a situation like this from happening again, I would like to ask you two to carve your names on these 2 stone bangles and drip a drop of your blood on each of them. Once the bracelet is put on, no one will be able to remove it. From now on, as long as you're on this island, none of your people will draw blood from one another, or the bangle shall draw all the blood from you. The peace agreement is so decided.
Kana stretches out her hand and gently takes a
I
bangle.
appreciate that. I'll sign it.
Leader gives a slight nod. Looks out from the table as if he strides away. Bangles feel real and certainly possess some sort of power to fulfill the bloody pledge.
The peace agreement.
Someone is approaching. Yes, she is still here from the beginning to the end.
Lady Vertin, we meet again.
It would seem so. Aboba.
I wish the best to thy friend.
She's doing well, thanks to you.
You're most welcome. Thou shalt quench, for times hath changed. I would not wish to shed even a drop of Arcanist's blood in vain.
Oof.
But Schneider should be the victim of a merciless bullet?
Vertin, my pitiful child. Did you forget? That merciless bullet cameth from a gun never belonging to me.
What's Manus Vindicte's purpose to be here?
Hearken the archaic wisdom, just as thou doest.
Stone bangle is hot, almost scalding.
I am not surprised. I adore thy visage, Lady Vertin, emotionless in the storm.
Oh, that is a good art.
Alas, no man shall bravest the storm and live, including thee.
Where it sounds as harsh as a winter gale, and emotion suddenly comes, it's raging like a bushfire, but then gets tamed
A
down.
wooden box in the Elitiaus base has my name on it. Was that your doing?
Sadly, it wasn't. I hope thee findeth the answer satisfactory.
If evil, why hot? Jeez, man. Figure Arcana disappears in the night. Stone bangle at a race becomes suddenly heated.
It's burning.
Something is slithering in the woods
Is
nearby.
that Miss Arcana? Miss Arcana, please, don't go! Save us! And save us!
Two weary figures run past Verti. They are chasing after their leader desperately as if they are running away from Sahur. Following them, petite figure rushes out of the wood.
No! Come back! Come back!
There she
You
is.
ignorant foreigners! I just started introducing vectors and matrices, and that's the most interesting part! Vertin, great. You always show up at the right time and right place. Stop the mass people! Whatever it takes!
What is she doing, man? We continue. Okay. Was there a fight? Oh, yep, there is. And fight we shall.
Hey, is the camera in place?
I got Melania, guys. Early boot unit.
I know. Who's Decides?
Talk Talking out calms people down.
Oh, need me to get you guys an
Hey,
ambulance? Hey, don't be shy, mi amigo. Let's dance.
Retreat! What? I can't make the call? Relax. Whose heart is beating so loud?
Bang
Maybe
bang.
the waves are everywhere. Whose heart is
Some
beating so loud?
British
Talking out calms people down.
might
Maybe
be
the waves are
shanking
everywhere.
people. You, my friend, shall be clapped.
We should listen to what people say. Relax. Secrets always hide in careless ways. Listen carefully.
Please, don't resist. Please.
That's not gonna be enough. Should try this.
Do this.
I hear something.
What? You still don't recognize me?
What about now?
Don't resist.
Stay low profile. I don't want.
Oh, we'll do this one.
Look at you, climbing out of the cave in the allegory, all dusty and dirty like a little savage. They must have tried to fill your little brain with long preachment. But you should feel lucky, because at least they didn't give you a quiz right after
Was
that.
not listening.
Oh, that's our expert on absent-mindedness. Yes, we should bear in mind those glory days of yours back in school.
True.
Try to reach the corners of your mind, if you would. And there you will find another bunch of people standing in front of a stone table.
That's a lot of people.
Yes, those people in gowns. White gowns with gray diamond patterns. One of them was standing on the stairs, gathering all the little vacant eyes to his side. What was he called?
Give me a second.
Give me a second. Teacher, instructor, tutor, the educator. Just titles like that. No names at all. No one gets to write down their names on that banner, after all. But they have nothing to complain about. You know what they say? What is reasonable is real. That which is real is reasonable. They showed you a broad avenue in their teachings where you could enjoy a sense of security with all the solid ground, convenient automobiles, and warm sunshine. And at the end of the avenue even lies an inspiring mission, to which you are expected to devote your whole life. There is a distinction between good and bad here, and it's as clear as our innate sense of right and wrong, like a floor of black and white tiles. Any stains on it will be noticed immediately.
Unfortunately.
But in fact, there exists another path in the woods. It's much less traveled, leading to the unknown darkness which cannot be seen with eyes or proved false. You may even experience indescribable chaos and madness there. This path, however, has an excellent view, and it's one of a kind. The plants are thriving with bursting energy, and the flowers are blooming in a delightful atmosphere. So, which will you take?
Interesting path.
Oh, that's not an easy choice to make. This grandma must give you a round of applause. I would have even pinned a boutonniere to your suit if I had one. But I have to remind you, those things in there are not easy to deal with. They can drive you insane, and you have to be very careful. You've seen the living proof. Many were freaked out after they came back, and people had to tie and lock them up. Others even dug their own graves. Oh, my. That was a bit over the top.
Oh,
I
more
didn't
coming
scare
on
you,
next
darling.
journey.
Here's some good news to cheer you up. Actually, there's still one more way you can take. It would be a good choice if you want to enjoy the scenery without getting lost in the darkness.
Another way?
I'm sure you know that myth. You shall take the soul of your love out of the underworld, yet you shall not look back. That's right. You shall pass by the sleeping sirens, Yet you shall not make a sound. The ones with the belief set off. They entered the dark woods barefooted, yet moved so smoothly, as if they were walking on the avenue. They kept their mouths shut and eyes forward. They never turned back, never picked up what was not theirs, never set foot on the forbidden lands, and never looked straight at the sacred greatness. They showed frugality, patience, and wisdom in the face of hunger and danger. So the beasts continued to lurk in the shadow. And the ones with the belief passed through the woods safely, until the path disappeared along with the direction sign. Then the first one to look back gave an exclamation before being exiled.
Is it really reasonable to take it?
Think about what I just said. That which is real is reasonable. Never look back in the woods, darling. If you don't want to be turned into a pillar of salt which can do nothing but wail, then never ever look back. Yes, we'd better stay awake, stay calm, stay cautious all the time. But then there comes the problem. How can you ignore your love for those thriving plants and blooming flowers?
Temptation comes
How are
in
you
all
supposed to
day.
deal with the unstoppable feeling that overflows like a melody when it is stirred up by the beauty of the scenery? Of course, you will cry the loudest cry, dance the wildest dance, drink the strongest drink, and vomit all the filth inside you. After all, there is no need to enter the woods if the soul-stirring scenery is not what you are after, right?
Doesn't sound like a good way.
No. So you'd better let it slip your mind, darling. Just let it go and hurry forward. Remember to keep your eyes shut and hold your breath. When you do so,
Damn,
the
she
scenery will
yapping
no
this
longer
time.
mean anything to you, nor will the fragrance of the flowers. You will get out of the woods and reach where the truth lies. Is that what you want? Don't worry. We have plenty of time. You may come back at any time and pick another way.
Half in the woods. The other thing. Dark narrow cave. Geometric pendant. Where is that? Oh, it's a video guy. So it's thing that we get after we solve it. So yeah, later it is can't be solved right now. So here, at the cave, there's a building point.
Good time. A truly marvelous hypothesis. I hope the margin is wide enough.
What the
A
mummy
nice
had.
result. It's almost as precious as the number.
Oh, let's do some copium pull. Oh, perfect. We can do two pulls. Boom. TTT. So we have 10 pity now. Nothing. Hello, Miss Radio. Not sure if I want to keep pity or try rolling for 6. Because dude is a good
Can I help
character.
you? Sorry, your visit was not in my plan, so I'm feeling a bit nervous. Did you see that? The story of Ramirez continues.
Melania is a niche only. It's fun to use. Now we'll continue later for the story again. Right. Well, that's about it. We'll get 6. Hopefully that PT will be useful on where we go next. That'll be all. See you guys later. Bye bye.